We'll talk about the world you might inherit if you were to win.
You know, I wish I could just stick to one, but I think there are three issues that I worry about.
More problems at Indian Point we've seen. We've spoken to delegation members, real concern about air quality at Ground Zero. If elected, what would you do?
Well, I'm going to take environmental health concerns very seriously. One of the first bills I introduced when I got to the Senate was to try to beef up our environmental health network in our country, because we don't know enough about what causes diseases like cancer and so much else.
People are saying that it was unfair, the amount of time that some of the candidates had over some of the other candidates. What's your response?
That's right, it was.
It's unfair?
I mean, if the regional news network ran a debate, and if some of the candidates were not included, there'd be, I think, people who felt it was unfair.
Before we get started, my camera guy wants to know back there, do you think mullets are making a comeback? This is an off-the-wall question, right?
I don't know. You know what? I think if you're confident, you can rock a mullet.
A good answer. Are you pleased?
Do you like mullets?
I love mullets. I'm a huge fan of mullets.
All right, see? Okay, there you go. As long as it's, rocked with confidence, you can pull it off.
If you were in the United States Senate, would you plan on voting for the Iraq supplemental that's about to come before them?
Well, what I would vote for if I were in the United States Senate is a clear resolution that basically says we should deauthorize the war.
Recently, I spent some time with freshman Congresswoman Kirsten Gillibrand, both in her district and in Washington.
Just after 9 a.m., Congresswoman Kirsten Gillibrand steps off the metro and runs through her day. First in her head, and then with her staff. Fellow Democrat Governor Eliot Spitzer says her record will come out on top.
She is creating the arguments for us. It's not as though we need to do anything for her. Voters are going to judge Kirsten based on her record, and if you look at what she has done fighting for the issues in her district, people are going to say, of course we want to re-elect her.
When it comes to information about eco-friendly living, you don't have to travel far to get answers. Everything you need to know is right at your fingertips.
Here at the National Action Network in Harlem, Reverend Al Sharpton is scheduled to respond to today's acquittal of the 3 cops involved in the 2006 Sean Bell shooting. In Sharpton's radio address, he vowed to Bell's family to right this wrong and had some cogent words for those responsible for the verdict.
What we saw in court today was not a miscarriage of justice. Justice didn't miscarry.
The greatest sympathy was felt for the fiancé, children, and family of Sean Bell.
One day, they're going to be old enough to understand, and what is this verdict mean to them, that their father really did not matter.